Hello! I'm so excited. I'm gonna be super fast. I just realized I got like such a crazy day today. We've got the sun outside. I don't even know who's gonna be hanging out, if anyone's gonna be hanging out live, because I understand my Aussies. Let me just adjust my hair. The Aussies are asleep. US, you kind of like up and about, but you know, depending on what time of the day. Anyhow, it is afternoon here, and sometimes, you know what, I can't actually wait for the perfect time to give you a download, give you a message, give you a quick training, because we like to go with the intuition of what's happening and go with the flow. And I am about to head out. I remembered that actually I kind of switched up a couple of days of our boot camp, but it so doesn't matter, because if you have signed up, in case which you haven't, then you need to sign up for it, so you get all the days in the right order directly into your inbox. And we spoke about already about really applying for your license to kill business success. We looked at where you at, where you want to be, and how to close the gap. By the way, FYI, got new nails, natural this time, no crazy colors. So we've talked about that. We've talked about, you know, setting your intention of how to show up, figuring out, you know, where you're playing small, where you're letting excuses get in the way. Then on day 2, we talked about your hero's journey as my little secret sauce, special sauce in helping you identify, you know, to identify and get really clear on your message. Because we talked about at the end of the day, if you can't nail what it is that you do for people, so if people don't know what it is that you stand for, aka who is it that you are, what do you do for who, what's the result that you're going to get, and how you're going to do that. If you need to be able to like express that, be able to communicate that in a very clear, concise way, so your ideal tribe actually knows what it is that you're going to help them with, you know, should they be feeling compelled to work with you. So we talked about that a little bit. We talked about, you know, getting really clear on obviously your ideal tribe client, your soulmate client, your avatar, your ideal client avatar. I mean, there's so many words for that, you know. It's basically your perfect peeps. We talked a little bit about the mindset behind it. And, you know, tomorrow or later on when I'm going to do another training, because I'm going to do perhaps a couple of sneaky trainings for you today. We're going to talk about, you know, what it is that you really want and be able to sort of manifest your reality and call it forth in a very rapid, easy way. Talking about the inner journey. And then we still got about like the actual hustle activities that you need to do every single day. So we're going to talk of more strategies, more mindset, more inner system and outside upgrade that you need to do in order, you know, to create your badass online empire. And, you know, as a thanks of it, live your version of, you know, fun, freedom, and funds, because that's what we want to do. But today I want to talk to you a little bit about branding. Okay, now seriously, branding, we can talk a lot about it, but basically branding is the way that you show up, right? In a nutshell, that's, you know, it's kind of like the color, you know, the color that represents you, the light and the shade. You know, the brand is how you show up, you know, what kind of light or shade you want to give it, what kind of tone do you want to give it. It's about your communication, how you stand out from the crowd, you know, visually through obviously graphics and colors and, you know, font and that sort of stuff. But also, you know, what are some of the keywords and tag words, you know, that represents your brand. You know, like for me, it's obviously all about being untamed, unfiltered, unapologetic, you know, being fearless, have an unfuckwithable mindset, being a badass, being a maverick and an alchemist, and these are sort of the words that you will see me use in my language. I feel like I got like ants up my butt. I don't know what it is. I actually had no coffee this afternoon, but I'm feeling extremely hyped. Probably because I've been doing some energy work today, and I've been really conscious about raising my vibration. So yeah, so anyway, I need to ground myself before I'm off with the fairies. So your branding is essentially your face. It's about how you stand out from the crowd. And there's so many things we can talk about branding, from, you know, business styling to graphics to obviously the way that you copyright and the way that you share your message, all that sort of stuff. But for me today, I think the 3 questions that I want you to really think about in terms of like improving your business success, in terms of like getting your own, like, you know, license to kill business success, accelerate success to the next level, You know, are you, the most important question, I don't know, I feel for the most for me is, are you adding enough value to people's lives? You know, are you actually creating content every day, getting yourself out there? Good morning, gorgeous. Are you creating enough content, right, to get yourself out there and, you know, not just blah, boring, man, kind of content, but, you know, content that's of value. So, you know, content that is you teaching something, educating on something, entertaining, of course, because people need to see and feel the energy of who you are. And it needs to be of inspiration, okay? So are you adding enough value every single day? So as part of your branding check in terms of the way that you market your message, you know, the way that you get yourself out there, are you adding enough value? You know, because at the end of the day, oh, what a funny face. Okay, just had a quick phone call coming in. So people need to obviously know who you are, right? And therefore, you know, I feel it's about building relationships and, you know, give people a taste of who you are, but also let them know, you know, what it is that you stand for. This is about you showing up in your own way, showing your message, adding value, teaching content, you know, having that, I guess, your own sort of style, but most importantly, letting people know how it is that you can actually help them. And of course, living proof of your own life. Like if you're all about, you know, I don't know, being a freedompreneur or freedom-based entrepreneur or like a, you know, lifestyle entrepreneur, well then, you know, I suppose you should show people in your lifestyle. Like if you created a business that's all around freedom, then, you know, let people see in on that. If you're really, you know, if it's important enough for you to build a business around being a mom, then are you showing that people? You know, have you set up a business that way? So it's kind of like, you know, if you're talking the talk, you need to obviously be able to have walked the walk so that you're now able to talk the talk. And are you actually showing that people? So are you adding enough value every day? Are you creating content like a mofo? Honestly, content is king. You know, content is the thing that people, you know, see and it stands out from the crowd and they feel it's inspirational, it's aspirational, and it makes them go, oh my God, you know what? I want what she's having. And I feel obviously it's the same vibe. It's a good energy. It's a match. It's a, you know, there's an energetic thing going on. So she's the one that's going to help me. End of story. And they're going to become your client. And most likely they're going to become like a lifetime client if you build an awesome relationship. Secondly, are you selling enough? Duh. Like seriously, you should be selling your services every single day in a way of, you know, speaking passionately about them, letting people know how you can help them, what results they're going to get and why they should action now. So, you know, if you're having a program or if you've got certain services, you should be talking about them. If you've got a challenge, you know, you hear me mentioning it at least once a day. So, you know, if you've got something to sell, then sell it. Like, you know, if you've got services, then sell them in some shape or form every day. Now, you might do a straight up, like a sales shout out, where you say, listen, I've got this program running. But not just like, this is my program, buy my shit, but more in the sense of, this is my program, this is why I created it, this is how I feel it's going to help you, and this is why you need to take action right now. And if you don't take action right now, you're going to miss out because there's some sort of scarcity going on in terms of maybe, you know, you've got only a certain amount of spaces, for a certain amount or a number of people, or maybe it's a time-based offer. So, you know, you only may run an offer for a certain period of time, or it might also be a timely offer. So, you know, you're not going to run, as that's what I said, not a timely, so it's going to run out, but also in terms of money. So, you know, like you might have a special rate for a given time. And if they wanted to grab that special rate, they need to act now. Right, so bang on, or hang on, I'm going to grab some water before I'm going to get a coughing fit. If you've got any questions in the meantime, let me know, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, aloha. We're back again. So we're a little bit sunny. I don't know what side of the angle that's better. I don't know, it doesn't matter. You can still see me anyway. Here we go. Here we are. Okay, so number 3. So are you selling enough? So are you obviously talking about your services passionately with lots of energy? Obviously, you'll believe in it. You know, so you need to bring that across. It's no point creating this most amazing program in terms of having the most prettiest like sales page and then just like stick the sales page with a link on a post and be like, check it out. That's probably not really doing it for your tribe. So you need to let them know. Thirdly, are you getting lots of visibility? So, you know, where are you making the effort to have more people see or hear your stuff, right? This is about making an impact. So you got to find a way to grow your visibility. So what are you doing in terms of getting your message out there? You're hanging out in different groups, adding value, not spamming people. You know, are you doing podcasts, interviews, summits? Are you leveraging your content? Are you securing, you know, interviews on other podcasts, or are you creating like your own summit? What is it that you're doing? Are you networking offline, online? Like, what are you doing to actually get your message out there, aka to a wider audience? I mean, there's lots of things you can do, from partnerships to collaborations and JVs, writing books. I mean, I've mentioned a few already. So there's a lot of things that you can do. And I believe, honestly, if you're serious about creating a money-making machine, not just a business that's going to make you some nice money and gets you to live a very nice life, because, you know, I'm not just going to settle for a very nice life, and you aren't neither. If you're one of me or one of us, you know, one of our tribe, then you want to create an empire that's a money-making machine. So there's a few things that you need to have set in place. Never mind automation, funneling, and systems that, you know, allow you to create money on repeat, depending on the type of industry that you're in, but also making sure that you've got leverage, you know, that you're creating more leverage so that you don't limit yourself. This is about being a change agent for the world, impacting millions, making millions by really monetizing your purpose, you know, monetizing your message. So there are 3 things that get you to like get yourself a quick check-in. Obviously, if you want more details on that, you need to make sure that you sign up for the challenge and you're going to get all of the content. As I said, we're going to talk a little bit more about the couple more things, which is obviously the inner game, what we need to, you know, what needs to happen, and also more practical. I'm going to share with you badass empire hustle activity. So that's going to be a bit more of a lengthy call. And of course, I'm going to reveal a way for you to actually create your own online badass empire. And we're going to talk about the business and branding badassery VIP opportunity for you, but I will let you know. So, you know, for now, I just want you to make sure that you watch this video, refer back to a couple of the others if you haven't already. Make sure, as I said, that you sign up for the challenge, and if you're up for it, remember, I'm offering 2 coaching sessions to people I've never worked with before, I've never had a conversation with even. So if we're completely like you're a badass virgin, I'm going to offer you 2 free coaching sessions, and it's in line with this challenge. Particularly, we're going to help you identify the gaps of where you are in your business and where you want to go, and then together we're going to pick one area, and I'm going to help you have a breakthrough, hence, you know, 2 sessions. So you're actually going to have major shifts, major breakthroughs straight away. So if you want to take me up on that offer, then you need to let me know. So pop in a comment, right, and say pick me, or hashtag BBBB, or make sure that you message me privately. There's my little girl getting excited because my man just walked through the door. But as I said, I'm off to enjoy the rest of the afternoon. We will hang out again later today. If there's anything else I could do to serve you, let me know. Send me a message, comment below. I will add the line, well, the website to sign up for the challenge, and I look forward to talk to you later. Peace out, bitches.